Hey guys, out with Billy this morning. He's a good boy. Look how handsome boy. I wanted to talk a little this morning about something I've noticed over the last probably 10, 15 years or so. It used to be in recruiting when hiring managers gave you a list of requirements for a position or a list of what they wanted in a candidate. There usually was maybe three or four things they typically would look for. They'd want to see a certain degree or, maybe a little bit of a pedigree, decent job history, and then maybe three or four skills that they want to look for. But I'm noticing that now more and more there's two things that are happening. One is the required skill sets are getting longer. The kind of what we want to see in a candidate, it's getting very broad and wide compared to what we saw several years ago. The other is the concept of transferable skills is really becoming a lost art with a lot of companies, a lot of hiring managers, a lot of decision makers. They're looking for a specific skill set in a specific industry, in a specific environment. They're not as open to this idea of, hey, we'll take somebody on and we'll train them to do the job. That's becoming really more of a lost art. It's becoming more of a harder to find thing. I think part of the reason why this is because the way the world is working now, it's getting faster. People expect businesses to move quicker. They just don't have the capacity or the time to really train somebody up to do a job. The expectation is that you walk in the door and you be able to do things immediately when you hit the floor. This is a big part of the reason why your development, your personal development professionally, is your responsibility. The days of you being able to count on a company to show you how to do a job or how to do a job, those days are fading. Really, you're going to be the one that's going to be responsible for your own learning curve. You're going to be the one that's going to be responsible to find the skill sets that you need in order to make yourself marketable. And so my advice for you today is make sure that you are taking the time to train yourself regardless of what your employment situation is. Make sure that you're training yourself, make sure you're learning, make sure you're getting those skill sets that make you marketable, because you can't depend on your new employer to teach you the skills you need to do your job. You better come preloaded. That's just the way things are nowadays. All right. Remember, everything's going to be okay in the end. If it's not okay, then it's not the end. Take care.